Alina Jod's back with us, our H-Link correspondent, to talk about this one. I don't know if it's a sign of the times or what, but we're talking about online prenups. So lawyers are going, great, another way to make some cash. So, Ali, help us out here. Help me out understand what this is all about. So am I supposed to now negotiate pre-marriage what we're putting on Facebook or Twitter?
Much like anything else, it's become a bit of a rift between couples during divorce, right? So they're wagging the dog and they're looking back and saying, okay, this is a conversation that should have been had ahead of time. And there's one particular attorney who's been really pushing for this. And obviously, again, it's another revenue stream potentially for people. But let's stop to think about it, right? I mean, social media has been cited in a lot of divorces as a cause for, you know, the irreconcilable difference between couples. And so when you stop to think about how big a part Facebook and Twitter and Instagram can play, especially in younger couples in their lives, it's important to have the conversation. And so some of the terms that we're seeing coming up in these social media prenuptials include discussions about not obviously putting up any nude photographs or some salacious-looking photographs. And, you know, people are into that kind of stuff, and that's okay. But when you part ways and you've got an incentive potentially to be spiteful or be vindictive, that can be a problem. There's also the unflattering or ugly photos. That can be an issue. You remember Russell Brand, he was with Katy Perry, and he put up a photo of her with no makeup. He quickly deleted it. But once it's out there, it's out there, especially if you're high profile, right? Embarrassing, drunk pics, things like that. I mean,
There's
look at
the
that.
Katy, yeah, there it is.
You wouldn't even know it was her. Posts about fights or disagreements. I mean, these are all the sorts of content that can end up maybe getting into the hands of employers and then having lasting impacts on people's lives after the relationship. So it's about having a conversation.
So they've drawn up contracts, right? They're all laid out there. We've got one here that just to let... So, and I know there's always the embarrassing shot of me somewhere along the line, but basically it says this: my show team, any show team, specifically prohibited from posting private or embarrassing images of one another on social media without prior written verbal consent from myself.
Well, how long?
So there's that.
How long has that been in place, though, Galanos? Because
I think that was just a rough draft, so it's not legally binding at this point.
We haven't executed.
Maybe it should have been.
Have we not executed it yet? Because I just wanted to get it out there that this is Mike's afternoon refreshment regimen here.
When I'm being the whiny baby news anchor host, I go to the bottle, and there it is.
Look, some people hit the bottle, and some people hit the bottle.
That's incriminating, and it's never coming back.
So I won't tweet this then. This is I wouldn't want to be in breach. That's
Delete that.
That's what we're going to do. All right, let me get right on that right now. But I think this is a good conversation. What do you think? Prenup, yes, no?
Well,
social media prenup?
We're at that day and age, I guess, where you got to do. You hope not, but wow.
Sad but true.
That's where we have come. Thank you, and thanks for deleting the photo.